It is Monday. It is Monday, March the 19th, which is hard to believe. I can't believe it's the 19th already. We really have, what, 2 weeks left in the month, and then that's it. And then I'm like excited that it's going to be April. And I just found out that we're supposed to get like 3 to 5 inches of snow tomorrow. So I'm real excited about that here in Western Pennsylvania. I am so ready for spring and warm weather. I'm really looking forward to the Success Club trip. So guys, I'm real excited about a couple of things coming up. Before we jump into tonight, you can see there's a bunch of lovely ladies that are on here. You see Jenna and Heather and Kelsey and Kaylee, and we'll have another Kaylee that'll be jumping on, I'm sure, at any moment. But we are going to talk to you tonight about getting to Emerald. And if you're already an Emerald coach, we're going to I want you to really think to yourself, like, how do I take this and apply this in my business on either a weekly or a monthly basis? So basically what I'm saying is you should be setting a recruiting goal, not just a Success Club goal for clients that you want to bring into your business, but also the number of people you want to enroll in your team. And we're going to kick that up, and Heather's going to talk to us a little bit about that part of it, kind of the requirement part. But this is really something that is absolutely vital for your success, is that you begin to think about not just enrolling clients, but also coaches as well. Before we get to that, two things. Success Club trip is coming up. We are going to Riviera Maya in April, and I'm so excited for it. There are two waves. There's Dolphin and Turtle. I know that we've created a Facebook group for the turtle wave, which is the second wave. I don't know if anybody created one for the dolphin because I'm not on that one, but we do have a Facebook group. So if you are going on the turtle wave, we're going to try to plan sort of a sunset cruise, like a catamaran on Saturday, which is the only free night. So we can get together kind of as a team where there isn't a Beachbody event. So if you guys get into that Facebook group, that's where we're posting things. There's like a little husband golf thing that Matt has organized too that is going on in there. And then for next year, for those of you that aren't going on the Success Club trip this year, get your name on that list. Go to the Coach Online office, click on events, make sure you register, because they won't send you an invitation unless they know that you want to go. And then very simple, hit Success Club. The more Success Club points you get, the more that likely you are to actually get that invite to be able to go. Second way to stay connected is through Summit. So Coach Summit is coming up in June. It is in Indianapolis, Indiana. I would love to see all of you there. We are going to plan probably a team luncheon on Thursday. So we'll have like a team event for everybody that we are going to do so we can get together. It literally will be the only time we will all be in one place at the same time, because there's a lot of people and it's very busy. So this will be our time to connect with one another. So just wanted to let you know those are two things that you need to get on your radar. Oh, a third. I thought of a third. Super Saturday is coming. Super Saturday is what? What's the dates on that? It is April. It is what?
7th and 8th.
7th and 8th, April 7th and 8th. So it doesn't matter where you go to Super Saturday, as long as you get there. They're going to talk about the beach bars. They're going to be talking about new product launches. You're going to hear about To Be Mindset and the next one, that the Joel program that'll be coming out at Summit this year. So get to a Super Saturday location. Again, you can check out the event section in the Team Beachbody Coach Online office. Get there, take a friend, bring your spouse with you. Definitely want to make sure that you are there too. All right, so now I'm going to turn it over. I'm going to let Heather take it over, and she is going to kick things off tonight. If you guys just want to introduce yourselves real quick before you get started, so that people that don't know your faces can meet you guys. And you guys, we're about to drop you like an hour of incredible knowledge about what is Emerald, how to invite, what to say, what your social media should be, and then at the end, if you've got questions, just drop them, and we've already talked. We're going to answer the questions at the end. All right, so go ahead, take it over.
Thanks, Melanie. So as Melanie said, my name is Heather Panucci. I am from a little town in upstate New York, so it's freezing cold here. We don't have much snow, but I'm over it. And I'm super excited to be on this call tonight, because I currently am an Emerald working to Diamond, and everything that we're going to talk about tonight, I use every day to build my business to the next level. So those of you that are on this call that are not Emerald yet, you can do it. It's super easy. Don't make the mistake that I did and wait too long to get to Emerald, because I was just saying to my fiance tonight in the kitchen, I was like, you know, things are going well, and this could have happened so much sooner if I had just been confident in myself and been confident in what I do, what we do as a company, as a team, and just went out there and talked about it and invited people. And it's just so important to be confident and, go after what you want. If this is something you want, just go get it. Don't be afraid. So I do have some slides that I'm going to share with you guys. So I'm going to share my screen really quick. So like Melanie said, I'm going to talk to you guys about what an Emerald coach is and why it's important to get there. So to become an Emerald coach, you have to have 2 personally sponsored coaches on your team. You have to have one on your right leg and one on your left leg. And those legs are also known as your strong leg and your weak leg. And that is because you as a team, your coach above you has other coaches on their team, and they get placed underneath you in your graphical genealogy. So the side of your business that your coach has all of their coaches on is going to be considered your strong side, and the other side that you are going to build is considered your weak side. Now, if you haven't seen the graphical genealogy in your back office yet, I would definitely encourage you guys to jump in there. You go right into your back office, go to Monitor My Business, and then go to graphical genealogy, and you can see a breakdown of which is your strong leg and which is your weak leg. And this is going to be super important when I start talking about Team Cycle Bonus in a couple minutes. So again, all you need to do to become an Emerald coach is have one coach on your weak leg and one coach on your strong leg. That's it. 2 coaches. Super, super simple. Your spouse, your significant other, if you, have a roommate, anybody that's in your circle that you can find to join you on your journey, sign them up as a coach. Have them get that discount on the Shakeology, and, start building your business that way. For me, I signed up my fiance as, my weak leg coach because I knew he was going to be sticking with me through it, for the long haul. And then on the other side, I have another, friend of mine who, is a regular Shakeology drinker too. Bam, at Emerald. It's easy. And, when Melanie said that when she first started the call, it's easy to get there and we're going to tell you how, just ask people to sign up with you. It's scary at first to put yourself out there and, be vulnerable with people and ask them to, to purchase something or to join you on the journey. But if you don't ask, you're never going to know. So again, you need 2 people, 2 coaches, one on your weak leg, one on your strong leg. You have to have a personal volume of 50 points, which if you're drinking Shakeology every month, you should have 90 PV anyway. And then those 2 personally sponsored coaches have to also have 50 PV, which if they're drinking Shakeology, they'll have 90 PV and you will be good to go and you will hold your Emerald rank. So now I want to talk to you guys about why it's important to become an Emerald coach. It's a huge measure of success in this business, and it really builds confidence. I know when I hit Emerald, I was so excited. I got boosted up by my team. It was just the best feeling. And along with that confidence comes the compensation plan. When you hit Emerald, you start to get compensation for your customer purchases, for your purchases. It all accumulates into volume on your team. When you're an Emerald coach, you will also earn that residual income from all of those orders from your Team Cycle bonus. Now, your Team Cycle bonus, when you are an Emerald coach, is that you receive $14 per Team Cycle bonus. Now, what a Team Cycle bonus is it comes from the volume that you have on both of your legs. So your strong leg and your weak leg. Anytime that customers are buying products and is underneath your upline are all buying products, that builds volume on your team. So your strong leg has a ton of volume. Your weak leg has some volume. Now, when you're an Emerald coach, again, you get $14 per team cycle bonus. So in the corporate video, they show a bunch of different figurines, and it's a really good video. I definitely suggest that you check that out, or any other videos to help with the team cycle bonus explanation. I know that for me, I watched so many videos to finally get a good understanding of it. So don't be afraid to ask questions in regards to team cycle bonus either. That's just my little PSA. So if you have 300 points on your strong leg and 100 volume points on your left leg, that's going to create a team cycle bonus, and you're going to get $14. Anytime that you hit a cycle like that, you're going to get $14 additional in your team cycle bonus. And you can earn up to $250 a week as an Emerald coach. So think about that. If you have, you know, a big team and your team continues to grow, that team cycle bonus is going to just continually increase until you hit that $250 a week, or you bump up to the next rank advancement in your business. The other two really awesome things that you are eligible for when you're an Emerald coach are customer leads and Success Club leads. These are customers, clients that purchase from the Beachbody website and don't have a specific coach. They will get put into, you know, your back office, put on your team, and then you can work on building a relationship with that person and coaching them and, you know, getting commission and Success Club points from their future purchases. In order to receive customer leads, you have to hit Success Club 5. And in order to hit Success Club, in order to receive Success Club leads, you have to hit Success Club 10. And with those two lead programs as well, you must have an active Club BOD membership. So I think that is all that I've got for tonight. I'm going to stop sharing my screen, and I'm going to kick it off to Kaylee, who is going to talk to you guys a little bit more.
All right, can you hear me okay? Okay. All right, so good evening, ladies. So just a quick introduction. My name is Kaylee. I live in Saskatchewan, Canada. I am a diamond coach, and I really just want to start this off before I jump into what I'd like to be talking about, is just by saying that I am so happy that you are here, because coaching is so much more than just accountability groups and Shakeology and challenge packs. It's also an opportunity to grow personally and professionally. And that's really what you're doing here tonight. You are taking time out of your evening, which I'm sure you have a ton of other things you could be doing, but you're taking the time to really learn what you need to do to move your business forward. And honestly, that is going to play a big role in your overall success. So just, you know, take a minute to really acknowledge the fact that you are here and that you are serious about your goals, and understand that this really is a learning curve for everybody. So what you are experiencing now and, you know, how you're feeling, where you are in your business is normal, okay? So we've all been there. So I am just going to share my screen here, find my slides. Okay, so hopefully you can see this. All right, we're good. All right, awesome. Okay, so I am going to be talking to you about who you should be inviting to the coaching opportunity. So who are the ladies that are going to help grow your team? Who is potentially going to run with this opportunity like you have? And I'm also going to be showing you some actual invites that you can be using to send to these ladies, because knowing, you know, what to say and how to say it is kind of the challenge or the scariest part. So you want to be able to create that spark of interest and curiosity, but you also want to be genuine about the opportunity as well. So yes, coaching is for everyone and anyone can do this, but you don't want it to sound like you're just roll calling people. You really want to be focused on those who you feel are going to light the fire and really grow your tribe. Okay, so let's get started here. Okay, so first and foremost, the up front and center are your challengers and your past challengers. So these really are the whole package. These ladies are the ones who are truly the product of the product. They are living the lifestyle. They are essentially doing what we do as coaches already, and that's in terms of they're pushing play, they're drinking their shakes, they're meal prepping, they're meal planning, they're using the containers, they're clearly familiar with challenge groups, and most importantly, they're seeing results. So they are seeing what Beachbody programs and products can do for them, and they have their own success story that they can potentially share with other people if they choose to go into coaching themselves. And this really, like, I can't stress this enough, this really emphasizes the importance of Success Club, because this is where most of your Rockstar challengers are going, or Rockstar coaches are going to come from. Not saying that you're not going to get other people in different areas that I'm going to talk about, but you probably are here because you joined a challenge group. You fell in love with the product and you loved your results, and now you want to share that with other women. And I know that is why I am here. So by recruiting your minimum of 3 to 5 challengers a month, you're creating that foundation for your business. So when your challenge groups are over, you have those ladies that you can reach out to and offer the coaching opportunity. So you really need to be hitting Success Club 6, Success Club 10 and higher, so you can truly grow your business. And there really is a reason why we as coaches, as we are, helping you grow your business, are telling you that it really is non-negotiable. You need to be hitting Success Club so you have these challengers who are falling in love with the program in its entirety and then want to work the business because they want to share that with other people. So how do you go about inviting these ladies? So these are just 4 examples that I've picked out for you that are, pretty common that I send out myself. The first one is a glimpse group. So if myself or my team are running a glimpse group, so a little peek into what is coaching, I send this one out, and I find that this one is the most successful in getting people just interested and curious about coaching, because it's kind of a no strings attached. They can come and listen to the group and just hear what we kind of have to say and don't feel like they really have to give you a yes or a no, right away sort of thing. The second one is the post-challenge group. So this is generally, at the end, your challenge group is wrapping up, week 3 or 4, and you're just reaching out to the ladies and, telling them that, they've rocked the challenge group, you love their results, and you want to, share with them why you think they would be good at coaching, because at the end of the day, we need to be genuine about it, and we need to be telling these ladies why we think they would be good at coaching. And then the third one is maybe just reaching out to a past challenger. So someone who maybe isn't working in your challenge groups anymore, they've kind of stepped back, maybe it's been a couple months, just reaching out to them, generally maybe the accountability and the motivation has slipped a little bit. This just gives them an opportunity to get back into it and then maybe earn a little extra cash while they're getting back on track with their own goals. And the final one here is really just a kind of a casual one. I don't use this one too much, more for close family, friends, maybe someone that I've become friends with over the course of the challenge group, because, I like to remain like professional about it. So this bottom one is just a casual one, but you need to, be aware of who you are, because if you're in your challenge group being, super laid back and, casual about it, you don't want to be sending a super formal, invite to coaching. So just, remain true to yourself in terms of your invites. All right, the next one is the fitness lovers or the fitness enthusiasts. So personally, I enjoy working out. That's just my personality. I've always enjoyed that part of the program. So I love connecting with ladies who enjoy that as well. So I like to reach out to people who clearly have an appreciation for the healthy and fit lifestyle. It's part of their everyday. They're sharing to social media because that's how I'm seeing it. So they're popping up on my Facebook or my Instagram. And, you know, I might be approaching these ladies with a very foreign concept. They may not know that they could turn their passion into a business. So you might be approaching them about this for the very first time. So how do you kind of go about that? So a couple invites I have here. One is I'm just reaching out and letting them know that I've kind of been watching their social media. I've noticed that, you know, they have an appreciation for the lifestyle. They know what it takes to maintain that lifestyle, and that I think coaching would be something that might interest them because they already have that passion. And of course, you always want to engage in conversation with these people, especially if they are not familiar with Beachbody or challenge groups or anything. So just make sure that you're letting them know that they can always, you know, message you back for more information, that this is not a yes or a no kind of thing, that you know, enjoy talking to them about the opportunity. And the second one here, I tend to use this one a little bit more on Instagram. If I come across someone's feed and, you know, it's clearly there's fitness in there somewhere, I just will message them and say, hey, I, you know, love your page. I love your posts. Are you a coach too? And this just opens up those lines of communication. So, you know, sometimes they message like, hey, yeah, I am. And then we get talking about Beachbody, but other times, you know, they message back like, no, you know, I don't even know what that is or whatever. And this is an opportunity where you can just say like, hey, I've noticed you have the skills and the mindset. Have you ever considered it? You know, I'd love to chat about it. And then, you know, generally when you ask someone a question, they're going to answer you back. So it really just starts the conversation. And my slide to change here. And the third group, this one is a little bit different. I approach this one in a slightly different way because these are new challengers and clients. So these are the ladies that you have sent an invite to your challenge group. So brand new, have never used products before, or maybe have used them in the past. So these are brand new women that you are reaching out to. So with the other invites, I'm messaging them and initiating the conversation. In this case, I'm talking about coaching in a way of offering a solution to something. So they might be objecting to a certain part of the program. So it might be the cost. It might be you know, I just don't have the accountability or the motivation, you know, that sort of thing. So you're offering coaching as a way to combat their objections to the program. So a couple examples of how I go about that. So these are happening during the conversation. So when I am talking to these ladies about their goals, about the challenge groups, about the program, and, you know, you've all had these conversations, I'm sure, at this point. So, for example, so say accountability and motivation is an objection for someone you're talking to. This is where you can bring in the idea of coaching in a sense that, like, for myself personally, I started coaching to keep myself accountable. You know, what is going to keep you more motivated than a group of ladies who are looking to you for support and inspiration? That's going to keep you on track. So that is kind of a way to put the idea out there to hold them accountable while they're working towards their own goals. And the next one is financial money. You know, cost is often a big objection that we run into when we're talking to ladies about the challenge groups. And really, I approach this one by, you know, validating their concern, because we've all been there. It's hard to justify spending money on ourselves, or with a fitness program when we have bills and other things that kind of occupy our attention. But I kind of approach this one in, why don't we turn that investment into a business opportunity? So you can essentially earn back what you've spent, but you're also going to be working towards your goals. You're going to be earning an extra income at the same time. So it's really the best of both worlds. Now, of course, for this one, you can't guarantee anybody any money, right? We all know that coaching is based on your effort and the work that you put in. So you can't guarantee that they're going to earn back that original investment, but you can kind of put it out there and say, hey, this is an option. You could be working towards your own goals and earning an income. And just a little side note here as well, keep in mind that you can be inviting all of these ladies to your glimpse groups. So I know I just touched on a little bit with the challengers, but you should be encouraging everyone to take advantage of those glimpse groups, because it really is a great way for them to not only see your face and hear your story and how it's worked for you, but to see other coaches and see, their success stories as well. That it's not just you doing this, that there's all these other women who are also seeing success. And just some final comments. Just be enthusiastic, be genuine, be consistent, and have fun, because when people are seeing how much you're enjoying the programs and you're enjoying coaching and what it has done for you, then, you're going to put that little seed into their heads like, hey, maybe I can do this. Maybe this is something I could try and be successful at. So that's really what kind of brings it full circle back into your social media. You need to be sharing your story so that people can see how much fun you are having, because I could talk for days about how much I'm enjoying coaching, but if people don't see it, how are they going to, really kind of pay attention to you? And you also, with your posts, you need to be showing people that you don't have to be a nutritionist. You don't have to be a fitness expert to do this. We are just everyday people who have fallen in love with the results that we got from a program, and we want to share that, and we want to hold ourselves accountable through this coaching opportunity. And really, at the end of the day, your vibe attracts your tribe. And that's really, I come back to that all the time, because it's true. You need to just be reaching out to people who you relate with. And that could be working moms, single parents, stay-at-home moms. For myself, I am a full-time teacher, so coaching is a side business for me. So I enjoy talking to ladies who want to just, start coaching as maybe an opportunity to earn a little extra cash at the end of the month. So there really is so many opportunities to get it out there and to be excited about it, but ultimately you just have to take a risk, because it is so, so worth it. And I have so much fun doing this, and I can't wait for, you ladies to jump in and really, see where you can take your business. So that really is everything for me. I hope that was helpful, and I hope you can take these invites and go and implement them into, your business. And thank you for listening to me, and I'm going to hand it over to Kelsey.
Hey y'all. Okay, so I am Kelsey, and clearly I am from Mississippi, right? I also am a teacher, and this is my side job, okay? And I'm going to kind of extend some of the things that Kaylee talked about. Inviting. I know for myself that inviting, when I was a brand new coach, that scared the ever-living crap out of me, because it's scary. It's scary to put yourself out there. But what I'm realizing is that by being myself and just swallowing it and just going for it, people relate to me. And that is where you find, as she said, you're connecting with your tribe, you're finding your people, and they understand you and they get you. And so that is where I'm going to go. Okay, let me share, let me present, let's see. So some of this stuff is going to be the same, but we're different, so it'll be a little bit different. So there's two types of people that you can be, or two groups of people for me personally that I find that I am presenting this opportunity to, and those are going to be my current challengers. I invite all of my challengers to join me as a coach. Now, for some people, this is different. It looks different to them. Some of them, when I signed up, I did not sign up to be a coach because I wanted to work the business. I signed up because she said I could save some money, and I was like, that's me. So some of these people that are in my challenge groups, they see the savings that they can make, and so they want to be discount coaches, and they want to do it strictly for the discount. Then I have some of those that, like Kaylee mentioned, they are watching you not just in your challenge groups. In your challenge groups, that's where they get to know you. Okay, you fall in love. Like my challenge groups, those are my people, and we connect and we pray for each other. Like it's so much more than just a fitness thing. And so they are watching not only me post within the challenge group, but they are watching me post on all my social media platforms. So they are seeing when my boys outgrow their tennis shoes and I use that weekly check to go buy them new shoes. They are seeing when I pay for utilities. They see when I can pay for our summer vacations. They see these posts, and they don't have to be huge. Like they can be just day-to-day things that I'm able to do because of this side gig that I do. They're watching that. They might not comment about it. They might not like it, but they're seeing it. And they know me in all my little quirky ways, and they connect with me. Also, I'm going to reach out to any of my followers on social media that comment like on any of my invites for the coaching opportunity, any of my jabs that I make. And then there are those people that, we see on social media and we're like, God, they would be awesome if they would just join me. We would just go, you know what I'm talking about. And so I reach out to those people, okay? So I'm trying to move this up so I can see my slides. Okay, there we go. So I invite, this is what I do, okay? I go into my group, in my challenge groups, usually around the third week that we've been in our challenge group. And I just make them aware of their options, okay? And when I say that, I am, we all get the weekly, or the reminder that our Shakeology is going to ship. So I go in and I let them know that you will be expecting an email. I know you're in love with your Shakeology because everybody falls in love with it. They've seen my Energize, so they know that the things that I'm using. I just make them aware that they can get a discount. And I make it short and sweet. It's completely me in my just my ways. And I just shared this information with them. Okay, so I go in and I give them the information on the discount and then on the coaching opportunity. And it's not in depth. It is strictly just giving them the idea that that option is available, because so many people don't even realize that they have options. Okay, when I sign up challengers, obviously I promote with the discount option way first, but some people just, they don't go for that. They don't want to do it. They want to see if they like it first, okay? So I present that in a live video, and then the next day or the day after that, then I go in and I put up a poll. And I give them three options. The first option is, would you, let me rewind, I'm reading from my paper. I would like to get my products at a discounted price. Okay, they can vote for that. They can vote, I want to know more about what it is that you do as a coach. And then I have the option, I'm good exactly the way that I am. Okay, they're going to vote for something. If they don't, I can see that they've seen it. Okay, that wonderful little tool that Facebook provides us with. So from this, I'm a notebook girl. So I'm an English teacher and I'm a nerd and I write down every single thing. I make lists from that. And so I have my columns. These people want the discount. So I know exactly how I can serve them. I provide them what they need. Voice messenger on your messenger on your phone is just wonderful. So I send them all the information that they need and I get them set up. The group of people that want to learn more about the business, I have my Coach Clamps group. They go in there and we have fun, and like Kaylee and I are joining up and we were running one together. I did my very first one by myself last week and I had no idea really what in the world I was doing, but I added a lot of people in there, and I'm excited because you don't have to know what in the world you're doing. Just get them in there. You figure it out. And these people are following me like they want to follow me. So you don't have to have it all figured out. Just go with it. We have enough training that we can, there's stuff out there that you can do this. So anyway, I get those people that are interested in the coaching opportunity, I get them into that group and we have fun in there, and it's just us, and I present them with the information, and then I'm going to follow up with them, and I'm going to get them in as coaches, because a lot of times obviously they're coming from my challenge group, so they're my people, okay? And then that leads me to this. The people that don't acknowledge it, I'm just going to send them an option too. I'm going to remind them that this is the best opportunity that they could come up with. They can get the discounted prices on their Shakeology, and I'm going to leave it with them. But with my challengers, I kind of have like a rotating door, and so they rotate into the next challenge group. So they might not do it this month, but they might do it the next month, or they can just listen to me until they get tired of being in my challenge group. And what I've noticed this last month was that the girls were kind of on fire, and they were very participating a lot within the polls. So some of the other people that didn't in the past months, they were all into it. They were following the lead in the group. So the polls have really been helpful. Then Kaylee mentioned this too. We have the obvious leaders within our challenge groups, like the girls that are posting consistently every single day, the girls that answer the questions that people ask before you even have a chance to do it. Like, I am on them. Like, that's who I want. Those are the ones that I zone in on. I give them extra love in the group. I give them a little assignments. I give them extra shout outs and love outside of the group. And we know who our people are and who we connect with. So I zone in on them. All right, so these are just some of my little tips at the top. So to be real, to talk to these people the way that you would talk to them. Don't try to, we have these scripts and we have these guides, but be you. Don't try to talk they know you. They're in your challenge groups. Don't try to be something that you're not. Just be you. Don't be afraid to just present them with yourself. Be upfront and be honest. Leave them with a call to action. And this is something that I think it helps me because it makes me keep it simple. So I'm a teacher. And, we all, as teachers, those of you that are teachers can relate, there are those kids. Okay, and so you have to send home some kind of notification, or you have to call home. And so you need to say something nice at first about this devil child that you're talking about. But in the middle, so I'm going to say something nice about my challenger, this person that I want to be on my team. And then I'm going to kind of tell them what I want in the middle. And then I'm going to lead them with a call to action at the end. So I'm kind of going to sandwich this information together. So I'm telling you, hey, Laura, you have been so helpful in our challenge group. Your results are phenomenal, and you're such an important part of our tribe. That's the first part of my sandwich. You'd be an amazing coach. That's where I'm telling her I want her. You're already doing most of what I do. Let's chat. Can you do this afternoon at 2? She knows me already. I'm giving her a call to action with a certain time. If she can't, she's going to respond to this. I'm flattering her. I'm being real. I'm being genuine. And then I'm giving her a call to action at the end. If she can't do this time, then she'll say, no, I can't, but, maybe another time. And I would follow through with that. Hey, Amanda, girlfriend, I legit think that we would work perfectly together. You're my people. You are already doing what I do as a coach. Let's chat today. This is another one that seems to be working well. Jessica, I know that you're loving your Shako and Mama Juice. I use that Mama Juice like crazy, and they want to know what this Mama Juice is. It's time that you get upgraded to your discount coach. I'm attaching the link, and I'll stick that bad boy in there, and a lot of them follow up with it without me even having to say anything else about it. It's there. They do it on their time, and it seems to work. Okay, so my followers on social media. So I'm trying to move it again. Oh, I'm sorry. I shoot anyone a message that likes or comments on any of my business opportunity posts, and I invite them to join me. I send invites to those dream coaches that are posting already, on Instagram especially. We see these people and we are like, they would be so good. They're already, either, I have a lot of them on that I'm following that they're posting either the meal plans and they're doing the meal prep, but they're missing the working out part, or they're not posting that part, or, vice versa. And then something else that I'm finding is that by attaching applications to at least, and I switch them up with my coaching and my challenge group post, obviously, but people fill out the wrong ones for the wrong things, but I still have a running list of people, and I have the information, and I can fill in the gaps with those applications. So for my followers, my dream coaches, hey girl, hey, Thanks so much for the love. I've been secretly wanting you as a coach on my team for the longest. What do you think? Again, I'm leaving them with a question. Hey girl, I have to ask you because I stalk you totally in a non-creepy way. Have you ever thought about doing what I do? I'm not like vomiting Beachbody on her in any way. She follows me. She sees that I exercise. She sees that I eat healthy. She sees that I have 2 kids. She sees that I'm a teacher. She does not see that I am a Beachbody coach. But I'm wanting to know, would you like to join me? Girlfriend, I legit think we would work perfectly together. Are you already a coach? Your posts are incredible. Okay. And then I thought I would share this with y'all because this is like, and I'm getting my phone out, and that might not be call etiquette, but this is a conversation that I have going right now. And I thought, well, I'll just share this because this is a girl that I want her. Okay. So she has these posts, and I'm going to get her. She's mine this week. She just doesn't know it yet. So, hey, Angie, thanks so much for the love on my post. Are you on a fitness journey yourself? You look like it for sure. XOXO Kelsey. Okay, that was that. Absolutely. I'm trying to get my butt back on track. You look amazing. Thanks. I reply, oh, thank you. You've been an incredible lifestyle coach. Have you ever thought about doing that? Would love to chat with you. She says, sure. Okay. And then I say, yay. Okay, first of all, what would you like to achieve as a coach? Do you know anything about it? Do you have any specific questions for me first? So I want to know what she knows before I start like word vomiting on her, okay? She says, I don't know anything about it. I don't have any specific questions. I would just need a ton of information. Well, baby, I have got information for you, but I don't want to just throw it at her all at one time, okay? So let me scoot on over to my next slide. So this is the scary part, I think, because now they want to know information. What am I going to tell her? Okay, what in the world do I say? So I think all of you need to have something drafted out. And Jen went in the group earlier, I think last week, in Push the Diamond group, and she was telling all these ways that we need to have our own coaching journey. Like we need to have this written out so that when someone says, what do you do as a coach? You can actually tell them what you do as a coach. But it needs to be your story, not just something that you copy and paste from someone else, okay? It doesn't have to be long. You don't want to bore them to death with this information, but it needs to be yours and it needs to be genuine. And I have mine saved in the notes section of my phone, and I have it, of course, written in a notebook, but I can easily access my cell phone and get what I need. And if, like, from my, this is obviously what on the screen, what I have typed up in my phone, but this is what I told the girl. Okay, that's exactly how I started too. I had done all kinds of programs, but it wasn't until I did my first challenge group, and I did 21 Day Fix Extreme and joined my first challenge group, that I actually got results and kept them. My coach reached out to me and showed me the coaching opportunity. Now I work on my own health and fitness and help other women to do the same as a part-time gig. I'm a full-time teacher by day. Are you familiar with any Beachbody programs? That's the first time that I've mentioned Beachbody. Okay, and I sent her that tonight, so I'm waiting on her response. So to be continued. Okay, and this is my last slide, so I'll be short and sweet. But you need to make sure that they know that this is not a butterfly and a rainbow show that you've got going on. It's not just all fluff. So you don't sign up as a coach and the next day you're a millionaire. Okay, it's easy. It's equally hard. Like, you have to be committed and you have to do the work. So you don't want to just tell all these people, sign up with me and you're going to go straight to the top, because they have to do the work in order to go to the top, but it's completely doable. So they need to know before they're signing up and as you're talking to them that they're going to be using social media, that they're going to post to social media, that they're going to have to share their story, that they're going to have to work on their journey, being a product of the product. So you don't have to give them this long script telling them all this, but these are things they need to know up front, that they're inspiring others. People are watching their journey. They're going to want to sign up with them and work on their fitness goals to get healthier, to reach other people. And that's your income. They need to know that their income is by helping people. It's also from purchases made from people, and then especially by building a team. So give them all the rainbows and butterflies, but also be real and upfront with them too. Okay, so I think it's Callie next.
You guys hear me? Okay, can you guys hear me? Wait, okay, I can't hear you guys. Hang on a second.
That's okay. We were all muted.
Okay,
You're good.
that makes more sense. I'm
You're
trying to share my screen, so hang on. I'm saying share screen. And here we go. Okay. Okay, so I just pulled up a quick slide because I'm not a slides person. So my first of all, everybody's sharing some really, really great information, and I'm so excited for you guys. And some of what I'm going to say is going to be a little bit repetitive, but I obviously have my own unique style, and I think that is cool for you guys because it shows you that there are tools and processes that obviously work and that make this really easy for you. And then the idea is that you guys are just putting your personality on it, because that's what's attracting, just like that's what's attracting people into your accountability groups. That's what's going to attract people to want to either upgrade to be coaches with you or to sign up with you as a coach. I'm not like a super to-do list, like slide deck. I'm like fly by the seat of my pants. This is me. You get real raw, and that's how I interact with people. So, and that's what works for me. So one of the things I actually do when I'm talking to people about coaching and the coaching opportunity is that I try to take it to the place of like the heart of it and not focus on like the nitty gritty of the business. Like, oh, we're going to train you and we're going to give you these 10 steps to, become a diamond and all of that. I really want to help them. I think that like to help them be ready, it's no amount of processes or checklists make a great coach. I think they have to have confidence, and I think they have to have drive, and that's where it starts. And so if I can help them to kind of find their passion and to build their confidence and to figure out their why for becoming a coach, then we have as a team, I mean, Melanie's created some of the most amazing trainings. That's there. And I know that I can give that to them. And obviously I make sure that they know that, we are a, top team in Beachbody, that we've got all the trainings for them. But for me, I try to always bring it back to the heart of it. So we've talked a lot about like how we invite, and just to go over quickly what I do, I kind of have 3 ways that I focus on inviting people to the coaching opportunity. I pulled up this math really quickly because my computer died this morning and I had to buy a new computer this afternoon so I could be on with you guys. So I didn't have all of my little things transferred to this laptop, so I had to get on Google and pull one up. But the first thing I do is when I'm signing somebody up to an accountability group, I talk to them obviously about becoming a discount coach at that point. So when we're on the phone or we're emailing or texting or whatever we're doing, and we're deciding I'm going to start with Shakeology and BOD, or I'm going to start with the performance line and BOD, I do the math for them and I make sure they see what they can save. And right now, while so many of us are promoting 80-day obsession because it is such a long program, it's a huge opportunity to pitch discount coaching and to get people in the door that way, because most people that are doing 80-day obsession are committing to either Shakeology or Recover or Energize or a combination of all of those. And so the savings are a lot bigger, and you can show the number over the course of the whole program if they sign up as a discount coach. So that's step 1 for introducing them into the coaching opportunity. Then in my challenge groups every month, what I do is I go live, and I go live around week 2 or 3 when people's Shakeology and performance line is starting to run out. And I say, this is the discount. I just want to make sure you guys know this is the point where you need to reorder. Here's what you could be saving. And then I say, if you have questions about this, let's get on the phone. I'm always inviting people to a phone call because I think it shows, number 1, that you care, that you're not just trying to get them to be a coach on your team because it helps you make money. You need to show that you like truly care about them and that you want to help them, and that your passion can be their passion. They're connecting with you. So if you offer them a phone call right there, a lot of people are more likely to even consider the opportunity because they want that one-on-one time with you. They're in your accountability group for you. So that is a big deal to them that you would offer that. So then I'll tell them what the discount could be, that it's time to reorder. And then I'll also usually ask a question about how things are going in the group for them, because if they're not using like recharge or recover, so I'm going to ask like a poll on a scale of 1 to 10, how sore are you guys? How are you feeling? How are your muscles during your workout, 3 days into the week? And then that way I can say, oh, well, have you tried recover yet? Have you tried recharge yet? Oh, well, you're already on Shakeology. If you became a discount coach, here's how much you could save doing that. Let's get on the phone and talk about what the best plan would be for you. And then I get a chance to explain it to them. So I do that. Then for the coaching opportunity, I also will go live on a separate day. And I like to make sure that I share my story. So every 4 to 6 weeks, as I have either a new group starting or a new influx of people that I've welcomed into the group, I will go in and I will just basically, I start by thanking them all for being there. And I just throw all of my gratitude on them for what an amazing group they are and how they're encouraging each other and how appreciative I am of their involvement in the group. And then I tell them, how one of my favorite things about coaching is the people I get to meet and the accountability. And I talk all about our community because people are usually really proud. If you're running strong challenge groups, people are proud of the group and they're proud to be a part of something and they love the connection. And so I talk about that and I thank them and I tell them what a great job they're doing of building each other up. And a lot of times what I'll do as part of that is I'll also, right before I know I'm going to do that, if I take a day off or I have something with my kids and I have to be at school or something, I go in and I issue a challenge to my group to step up in my place. I'll say, I'm sick. I'm going to be kind of out of pocket, or I'm going on vacation. I'm going to be out of pocket, or I've got to be at the school volunteering with my kids today. You guys are so amazing at encouraging each other and answering each other's questions. Can you guys do me a favor and step up and do that for each other today in my absence? And then I can go back and look at that and I see who stepped up, because those are my coaches. Those are the people I want to thank and I want to encourage. I want to send a private message to, and then, invite them into the coaching opportunity. But what I'm always trying to do in that is to get them on the phone. So when I do that, I'll say, do you have any questions about it? And I'll give them blocks of time that I'm available. Do you guys want to hop on the phone and talk about it? So also when I do my nightly check-in in my group, I don't know if you guys do this in your accountability groups, but we check in every night and we rate ourselves on everything. And I always include attitude as one of our things that we check in on. And so that is a place where I can play with it a little bit. And a lot of days I can talk about how grateful I am for the coaching opportunity. When I check in tonight, I'm going to talk about my paycheck this week and how I was able to buy a new laptop when my old laptop just decided to completely die on me this morning. And so I'll share a little something like that. So I give snippets into what coaching has done for me. So how to sign people up. I'm going to try to share my screen again because I just want to show you guys this post that I did. So you don't have to have a blog to do something like this. You can literally do this in a Word document or whatever works for you, but I have a blog or a website. So I wrote, change your house, change your life, join my team. And I've got one of my 80-day obsession pictures there. And I kind of go through and I tell my story about what coaching has done for me, why it's such an important part of my life. And I just tell it with a lot of enthusiasm and heart and personality. And I go into really my genuine story. And then I give them a little snippet of everything that's involved. So you guys can look at this. My website's coachkaylee.com and it's on my blog. But I talk about the fitness aspect, the finances, the community, the opportunities to travel, recognition. I put some fun pictures in there from coaching. And then I ask a bunch of questions about, are you ready to be a coach? And if you guys don't have Wufoo, this is one of my favorite tools for signing people up for things. So I just created a Wufoo form and I embedded it in here. But you guys can do it through email. You can do it even through text messaging. If you go into Wufoo and you create a form. So this is like my next big step. Everybody's told you kind of how we invite people to the opportunity. So the next two things I want to do are get them to fill out this form and get them on the phone. And so this form is what I have them fill out before we hop on the phone, because it helps me to know exactly where they're at and what their goals are. And I make sure I give them places to ask their questions. So when I get on the phone with them, I can be prepared to answer that. I ask for the best way to reach them, when they would like to get started, all of that. And then that way, when we hop on the phone, I've got all this information ready and I'm prepared for usually any objections that they might have to coaching, because they'll put that in it's obvious in their questions what their fears and insecurities are. And so I can lead with positive reinforcement about those pieces. And like I said, I don't do any other like big processes. For me, it's a really one-on-one. So how do I sign them up is once we get through all these invite options that everybody has shared with you guys, I get them to fill out this form so I have more information about them. So you might send it through email, through text, through Instagram, however you've connected with them. And then I offer them times for a call. When we get on the phone, every encounter is a little bit different, but because of this form, I know who I'm getting on the phone with, what their goals are and all of that. And I'm prepared with a checklist of what am I going to tell them about the coaching opportunity that's going to make them excited and enthusiastic and want to sign up. And what I try to do before I get off the phone with them is to literally walk them through the sign up process. I've found that is the most effective way to make sure that, people take it to the next level. So if they already have BOD, I get them on there and we just go through upgrading and I let them know, exactly how to do it. I'm like, here's where you click, here's what you do. And I have a Facebook group for my coaches. I literally started it when I went diamond, so I've only had it for 4 weeks. And it's an awesome tool now as I'm trying to recruit people into coaching, because what I let them know is just kind of what the other girls have said. Like, there's so much to it and no one's going to become a millionaire overnight. But just like we have a community for our accountability group, we have a community for our coaching group. And that's where they're going to get all the information that they need to be successful. And I've even given people sneak peeks into that group. Like, I'll let them into it for 24 hours so they can see how we're interacting with each other, and they can watch some of the videos and just get an idea of what that community is like. So I don't know if you guys have any specific questions about that, but like for me, signing people up is all about heart and enthusiasm and taking the time to actually get to know somebody and get on the phone with them. So once you invite them and once they say yes, the next step is fairly easy. It's just kind of letting them know this is just basically you walking the walk and being a cheerleader for people. So you're doing exactly what's happening in the accountability group that you're a part of every single day. The only next step is now you take it from sharing your journey to adding a call to action, actually inviting people to join you on the journey. And so that, I think, helps to take some of the fear out of it for people too. So when I'm signing them up, that's what I let them know. You're doing what you're already doing. You're on this fitness journey. You're on this wellness journey. Most of you are sharing it in some way already. You just are adding that next step and learning, the details of coaching. How do you how do you get compensated? How do you get paid? All of that. That's going to come through our Facebook group, and you're going to learn as you go. I try not to bog people down in all of those details, because that's when they get in their head and they start to think about like, well, I have to learn this and I have to learn that, and then they can start to make excuses. So I focus on the fun. I focus on the heart of it. And I make sure they know that I'm there for them, that there's this huge team that you guys are obviously all a part of that's amazing, that's there for them, and that, you know, they can absolutely do it. So for me, it's like building them up and giving them the confidence to believe that, you know, this can be something, and authentically sharing my story. So the sign up process really is like the easiest part. It's getting up the courage to invite people. And that part doesn't have to be hard or scary, because the worst thing they can say is no. And usually no is, like everyone says, not right now. So that's it. Signing them up that's it. It's the Woofu form for me, and getting them on the phone. Those are my two main tools. And that's how I've signed up every single coach. I mean, obviously I use social media to share like my lifestyle and coaching opportunity and call to invite and stuff like that. But we've kind of covered that. So I won't go into that anymore, but that's where I put the Woofu form link as well. When I do a post on that, I refer them to that Woofu link so that they can go in there. Because the biggest thing in signing up, I think, is the same as accountability group. It's giving them a call to action and making it easy. If they have to think of like what to say to you and how to approach you about coaching, they're highly unlikely to do it. That's really intimidating. But if you make it super easy for them and they're like, oh, I can fill out a form and send it and see what she says to me, that there's no fear in that. They're literally just clicking a link and filling out a form to get some information. They haven't made any kind of commitment, and they didn't have to figure out what to say on their own. So the easier you can make it for them, the more successful you're going to be. And I think that's it for me. And Jenna's next.
All right, guys, can you hear me? All right, let me share my screen. So I'm not going to keep you here super, super long, but I definitely want to touch on these things here. All right. Oh, yeah. I have to keep moving everything. Okay, so my name is Jenna Daria, and I am a one-star diamond coach. You guys can see this. Now I can't see anybody. Okay, so I am from Long Valley, New Jersey, and I wanted to share with you guys about talking about the coaching opportunity on social media. So when do you guys start talking about it and pushing for Emerald? You start right away. This is something you can do literally in a week of your opening up your business or deciding that you are going to work your business. Emerald means that you are open for business, and that, like we talked about, you start accumulating team volume and cycle bonuses. All right, so how do I use social media to share coaching? I grew my business mainly from Facebook, but I have switched over more to Instagram now, just because we're finding a lot more people are on Instagram, but I still use Facebook, and it's really easy to post on Facebook and Instagram and share the same exact post. You just have different audiences. Some people are on Facebook, some people are on Instagram. Right now, Facebook and IG stories is huge. I have been attracting so many more people, my tribe. I'm a bride-to-be this October, so I've been attracting a lot of brides through my stories on Instagram and Facebook, but mainly Instagram. Also talking live on Facebook, but doing live coach sneak peeks like they were talking about their glimpse groups. I call them sneak peeks. But also, whenever you are posting about the coaching opportunity, when it comes to income, make sure you use the income disclaimer. I just wanted to make sure we added that in there. So sharing the coaching opportunity on Facebook and IG. This is a post I did on Facebook and Instagram. You want to share your story. You want to share coaching through your story. It's a very long post. Does not have to be this long, but this was a very vulnerable post that I made. My mom died of melanoma in 2015. And right at that time is before she got diagnosed is when I decided that I was going to work this business hardcore. I was already an Emerald coach, but I wanted to grow my business. And during that time, I was her caregiver. I literally took care of her every single day. And I still stuck to my workouts. I actually ranked advanced to diamond, one-star diamond actually, during that time. I stuck to my workouts. I stuck to my nutrition plan because I had people who were following me. And I knew that there were other people out there who were struggling with maybe the same exact thing. Other caregivers, other people who have, been touched by cancer some way, shape, or form in their life. And I shared my story. And at the end, talked about how this coaching opportunity made me the best caregiver that I could ever be. And I gave examples about that in my post. So you want to be vulnerable. I know it can be scary, but at the end of the day, you are doing this because you want to relate to people and you want people to follow you for who you truly are. This is another post that I did on Facebook and Instagram. We're going to Mexico in April, which I can't wait. We're supposed to get 12 inches of snow here in New Jersey. So, but if this is a picture of the resort where we're going. And I talked about how, this is something that I always wanted to do, was be able to take, myself and my significant other on trips. I wanted to, I could earn them for free, and how that it was, it was a goal of mine to be able to travel. And whatever I did, I wanted to be able to travel, do what I love, and do it with the person I love. And if you are not going on our Success Club trip, or you've never been on a Success Club trip, one thing that I did, and a way I posted about it, was I shared the 2016 Success Club cruise. And because that's when I decided I'm going to work this business, I'm going on that trip. Like, that's what drove me. I was like, I'm going to be on that cruise. And I was. But I talked about it. I talked about what was driving me to work my business every single month. Obviously to help with my income and help out with my mom. But I wanted to go on that trip. Don't be afraid to talk about your dreams and talk about where you are going, because you are going to attract other people who want to go there with you. This was a post that I did about finding my tribe. So you can post about the coaching opportunity in many different ways, as you are seeing. I talked about how I was never a popular girl. I was never the hot girl. But I talked about how this opportunity has brought me a sisterhood that I never, ever imagined I could have. I, didn't grow up with a lot of very close friends, and the opportunity had brought these people into my life for a reason, and I was finding my tribe. And in this post, and you want to talk about who you are looking for, be real. You can tell people that you are looking for people who are driven, coachable, motivated, outgoing. Whoever you are is who you are going to attract. So you want to make sure you are sharing that and being real through your social media. So I want to take you through an Instagram story, and I had to shorten it up because all my posts were animated. So this is just one of my stories that I did. Now on Instagram, you can make a setting that your posts will save on your phone. So you can just literally upload them to your Facebook sneak peeks or your Facebook Instagrams or Facebook stories. This way you're not doing the same thing over and over again on Facebook and on Instagram. So here, my first post I did who I was looking for. And then this one is where, I talk about what they would be seeing through my Instagram story, talking about success stories, my inclusive trips that we earn, and information. For my What's My Story, I don't have the swipe up option because I do not have 10,000 followers yet. So I have Linktree in my Instagram. And Linktree is where you can put like your Facebook link, your YouTube link, your Woofu applications, like all that stuff. I have a link where I have a video that shares my story, and it shares a health survey. So I had people go there who are serious and click the link and fill out the application and watch my video. So here I am, I'm taking them through a journey. So I'm sharing with them where I started. Obviously it's a picture of me, 2013, and then my 45-pound weight loss picture right after that. Now, if you do not have a huge weight loss or a weight loss just yet, you can share where you're going. You can share your small victories, non-scale victories. It doesn't have to be a huge weight loss because people are going to relate to you differently. So I talked about how I stuck to my at-home work, my clean eating, my meal plans, and then I talked about how my fiance had joined me and he lost 30 pounds. And in there, I also added some of my challengers results, but I didn't want to take up too many slides. I talked about how I helped over 800 women and men start their lifestyle change. And it's not just about getting healthy and getting fit, but we are here to help people. For me, I've overcome anxiety, I've overcome depression. I've helped build my relationship back up from the ground, and I've met new friends and started to find my tribe. Once again, you want to make sure you're adding the income disclaimer if you're talking about anything that has to do with income. But me and my fiance have been able to grow our wedding savings for our wedding this October because of my hard work with Beachbody. We're able to travel. I'm able to take him on all these trips, which he just absolutely loves. And I'm able to traveled to do, Summit and the Super Saturdays. And I even met my matron of honor through Beachbody, Miss Kaylee Hennessy. So, I'm taking them through a journey. And like I said, if you don't have these pictures or you don't have these experiences just yet, talk about where you are going. Talk about, going to Summit and going on these trips and being able to, pay off debt, like where you are going. Like people want to relate to that. Also, okay, get to hang out with my celebrity trainers. Autumn and Shanti, who helped me lose my first 35 pounds in my health and fitness journey. And I talk about, what being a coach on my team can do for you. Now, the polls are huge on Instagram stories. Make sure, even to get engagement, it doesn't have to be about the coaching opportunity. But when you do a poll like this, I never do yes or no. I don't want to give people the opportunity to say no, because if they're going to say no, they're just going to blow right on by anyway. So I say, boss babe ready, or would love more info. And by them clicking it, because they might be afraid to reach out to you, that is going to give you new people to reach out to who click it. So the polls are definitely a big thing right now. If you're not doing them, I definitely recommend you do them. And then I talked about doing sneaks. I'm actually starting my new sneak peek tomorrow, and I'm going to do it every single week, 3 days a week on Facebook, talking about my story, talking about how we make an income, talking about my team, our trips, just going in there and being me, because I'm going to attract my tribe. Going live on Facebook to share the coaching opportunity. Remember, I shared through my story. So I talk about being settling to becoming an overcomer, and how coaching has done that for me. And you really just have to dig deep into your why and your story, because even like back when you were younger, like there are things that have happened in life that are making you in the coach sector. When I was little, I've always struggled with my weight, but I always knew that I wanted to help people. And this opportunity was presented to me. And then over here, I have my albums. So anytime I go to Summit or a Success Club trip or Super or my coach shout outs for the week, I am sharing that I have coaches. They are new coaches who come on my team. Anytime a coach runs Sanders Challenger, I am sharing on I have people reach out to me like, oh, I see you're doing really good with that Beachbody thing. I'm like, what is that? So I'm always sharing about my journey. I'm taking them on a journey with me every single day. I constantly have people reaching out to me, letting me know that they're watching me. So that is pretty much what I have for you there. That's it.
All right. Thank you. That was awesome. I feel like you could have spent like an hour talking about all of that stuff. That was perfect. So guys, a lot of like really great information on every single point, from what an Emerald coach is to how to have conversations. And I really love that we overlapped and you saw like how different Kelsey is to the way that Kaylee does it and the way the other Kaylee does it. Like, I just think it's really good for you to see the differences and also the personality styles and how you can approach the business. So one of the things that coming out of calls like this that can happen, some of you may feel a little overwhelmed because you're going, oh gosh, like I either do none of this, I do it totally different, or you think to yourself, okay, I'm way off on the wrong track. And you probably aren't. The one thing that I always find for me is I just sort of extract the points that really sort of resonate with me, So it might be like, I'm going to set up phone calls. I'm going to try that. Or I'm going to make a to-do list this week to make sure I get a WooFoo form together so that I can send that out. Or, you know what, I'm going to schedule a date this week that I'm going to go live in my challenge groups and talk about, the business opportunity or my story. So just think about, what can you sort of put into your business hours that you do have over the next week, and just be very intentional about taking that step and presenting the opportunity to people. So there was a lot of really great stuff in there. My goal for you guys is to actually at least sign up 2 coaches by next week at this time. And I honestly believe that it can happen, especially if you haven't been reaching out. So what I want you to do is kind of take a step before you shut down your computer for the night. I want you to say to yourself, okay, what am I going to do tomorrow when I wake up? Maybe it's sending an email to all of your current clients that are in your accountability groups. Maybe it's following up with everybody that's on your list that you haven't talked to in a while. Start planting those seeds. And if you begin to do that, it will start generating new conversations for you guys as well. And so what we'll do is we'll go into the team page and we'll just have like a Q&A. I'll make like a little image or something. And then if you guys have questions, we can all take turns answering it. Everybody that was on the call tonight, and we can answer any questions that maybe kind of got lost in the newsfeed. But this was great. I will post the recording in the team page in the files section, and you can share it with other people. And thank you guys so much for being on here tonight. Thank you, ladies, for giving of your time and sharing and doing just such a wonderful, wonderful job. I really appreciate getting your perspective on it as well. So guys, thank you and have a wonderful evening. And I can't wait to see you guys all rank advance or at least add 2 new coaches in the next 7 days. I promise you, you're going to prove to yourself it's not as hard as you may think that it actually is, right? So, okay, guys, have a great night, and I will see you guys later. Bye, everybody. Thank you, ladies. You did awesome. Have a good night.